Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is the first episode of Let's Play Stardew Valley, a game that I have been obsessively playing for about a month. Observe the majesty of the valley. So Stardew Valley is a game by Chucklefish who made... Is there a way to load... There we go. Sorry. That seemed a bit loud. I guess we'll find out. So Stardew Valley is a farming game in the vein of things like Harvest Moon, and I was a huge fan of Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo to the point where I almost recorded it one day. Actually, I did record it. I think I recorded like 15 minutes of it, and then they had a quest where you had to meet everyone in town, which they have in this also, and I couldn't find someone, and I got so frustrated I stopped recording the episode and never started it again. So an entire LP was eliminated because I probably couldn't find some girl hiding behind a building. But this game, like, hits all the right points of someone who's a fan of that game. It gives you way more to do. It's just great. It's a great game. I've played it for almost 80 hours now because I was trying to beat it before I played this, and I've almost beaten it, but I still haven't. It is a long game. But I just want to do the first episode, see what people think. I'm gonna ask a few questions of you at the end of decisions. But yeah, I started saying, and then I I stopped talking. But Chucklefish made Starbound, that like a pretty popular game in the vein of Terraria. So you can be male or female. I'm gonna be male. This skin type probably work. Wait, what the? I can be blue? Oh my. Actually, I guess you can be any skin color. You'd probably be a creepy alien. Oh my. Where's the hair? This hair. This is a very specific hair that I need. I think that'll do. For the pants, we want like a white, essentially. But like a tannish white. Yeah, I mean, that'll do. And I have to figure out which shirt'll work the best. I do like the blue works, but it was like weird overalls. This almost looks like a plate of armor. It's kind of weird. But let me see. That's hair color, eye color. I can't change the shirt color. All right. That's my character in my main game that I made after me actually has this shirt. Because I do like my yellow and black theme. I had a yellow shirt and black pants. Which I have actually worn in real life before. This is probably what I'm gonna go with, but let me just look around. So shirt 25, or this. Nah, shirt 25 is better. So, name. You get it now? Do you get what I'm doing? The second I saw this hair, I knew exactly what I was gonna. But what's my favorite thing? Squat thrusts, time travel, katanas. There we go. I'm having second thoughts about shirt 25 though. I don't know. It's just a button down. But so Chrono wears like kind of like a. I think it's almost like a gi or something. Like it's definitely not a shirt and pants. He's got like almost like a robe, and he's got a orange scarf too. But I mean this is just, you know, peasant Chrono. I guess that's fine. My final thing that I need to pick is what type of farm I'm going to have. Now, the standard farm is what I played with on my main game, so I don't want to do that this time. And I've already decided which farm I'm going to use. It's slightly different than the standard farm, but there's a Riverland farm. I've never even seen this one, but you can fish there. And you can sort of fish on your farm, but not really. You have like a really small pond, and you're more likely to just haul out like junk and seaweed than actual fish. So I'm assuming here you can actually fish without leaving your house, so that's cool. Forest is like a smaller space for your farm, but large amounts of forest. Again, I haven't seen it, so I'm just describing it vaguely. Hilltop Farm is if you want to get into mining. I don't think I would ever pick this because in my original game, I got really heavy into actual mining, and I don't need mines to just appear in my house, because I'm going to be doing a lot of mining. I want to try to not concentrate on mining as much as I can the first year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then there's the Wilderness Farm. Plenty of good farmland here, but beware. At night, monsters come out. That's the one I'm going to pick. There are no random encounters of monsters in this game, except if you pick this farm. like, bats and slimes will start appearing. I actually did a little test of this to see how it was, because I wanted to make sure they weren't going to send, like, you know, skeletons or, like, high-level monsters at me at the beginning. But no, it's just a few, like, low-level monsters at night. I think that's appropriate for Chrono to have a monster-infested farm that he'll have to fight back. Also, he loves katanas. I better make sure that's spelled right before I go on. Hold on. Good. Got it. Just making sure. That can't be changed. And with me, you know, yeah, I don't want to make a Chroma Squad situation where I have something misspelled for, like, the first 3 episodes. And I wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to change it. It comes up in only one aspect, and it's very minor, to the point where I was just confused when it came up, because I didn't remember that I named my favorite thing as hugs. And then I was like, then it occurred to me until, like, hours later, like, oh, that's why it's telling me this really random thing about memories of hugs. Alright, let's do this. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have this sealed envelope. Good throw, Grandpa. Wow. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now, let Grandpa left. Alright, so XX years later, so that's somewhere between 10 and 99 years. I'm gonna guess closer to 10. Ooh, he got terminated. Oh my god, it's the man in the yellow hat. Or is that Woody from Toy Story? Something. Doesn't really look like Chrono from the side, but hey. Looks like he's a wage slave. Also, what is with these, like, 70s era computer screens? Those things are huge. Dear Chrono, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people. And nature. So I dropped everything and moved to a place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place. My pride and joy. Guardia Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It's a perfect place to start your new life. This is my most precious gift of all. And now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy from me, will ya? So we're going to start a new life in Guardia Farm. Instead of being a corporate wage slave like I am kind of currently, except I work from the comfort of my own home instead of a cubicle. It's slightly better. I guess it's easier to goof off. Maybe I should just move to a farm. I don't think I'd be happy at a farm. Hello, you must be Chrono. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Major Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you your way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over there, if you follow me. This is Guardia Farm. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, a new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude! Don't listen to her, Chrono. She's just trying to get you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Anyway, you must be tired from your long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Alright, here's my first day, and I have to say, after watching the cutscene, I am dissatisfied with the color of Chrono's hair. And since it takes too long in-game to get to the point where you can change it, I am starting over to make it more orange-red. Alright, I also changed his shirt to shirt 26. It's such a slight difference. I was looking at the save screen loads. There's so little difference. Okay, every day begins at a rooster's call, unless it's raining or winter, at 6 a.m. You then can run around until 2 o'clock a.m. So, you know, you have to get, it starts to get late around midnight. You usually want to get home before then. I've never actually seen what happens if you wait too long. I'm assuming you, like, pass out or something. I just took a decorative lantern off the shelf, and I don't think I really want to do that. Let's put that back. Alright, open this present. This present appears to be 15 parsnip seeds. Cool. There we go. I'm now able to change the sound so it's not so loud. I got a television. Television can be used to find out what the weather is tomorrow, and it's going to rain tomorrow. It can be used to find out your fortune. This affects a whole bunch of different things. So I actually, worst fortune possible on my first day, so that's just great. And living off the land gives you little tips about the game. Alright, for all of you greenhorns out there, chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting for your first harvest. Good advice. So let's go out, see my farm. It is very much so filled with crap, and thus not really great for me to planting anything. So I'm going to take my scythe, and my scythe will cut away all of these little bushes that don't do anything useful, except sometimes they give you fiber, which can be used to build a few things. There's a crafting system in this. Similar to, you know, the easiest thing to compare it to, Minecraft. Did Terraria had it. I played Terraria for like hundreds of hours, I don't remember. But yeah, that was similar. Except you had like crafting stations in Terraria, so it was even closer to Minecraft. This is just, you learn different recipes. So right now I can make wooden fences, a gate, a treasure chest to hold things, a torch, a wooden path, which is just for decoration, it does nothing else besides that, and 2 other types of paths, and a campfire, which provides light at night. Not necessary at all, but again, sometimes you want to do things just to make things look better, right? So my first act, I want to clear away most of the area around my farm. Now, I'm not entirely familiar with how this farm looks, because again, I picked the, what was it, I forget what it was even called. I picked the farm with monsters, so my farm had a little, a tiny little pond right here, and then there was a lot of open space, and there was no body of water here. This one moved the lake that existed in my other farm much closer. to my house. So, alright, that's enough of cutting these little bushes for now. I'm going to take out my pickaxe, and my pickaxe can get rid of stone, and also help me collect stone. Stone is used for building things as well. It's needed for house upgrades. It's needed for... I mean, mainly house upgrades. That's the reason you're going to want, like, hundreds of stone, but you'll get that naturally. It can also be used to help you mine by building a staircase, but that'll come up way later. It's probably going to be a little bit before I even get into the mines. But I want to do that somewhat, like, close, because the mines is where the combat system comes in. And this game has an extremely simple, primitive, but still kind of satisfying combat system. Yeah, and the first year that I played this, I did very little... Oh, so I should also explain. The game takes place over the course of 3 years. And during the first year, like, the pacing is wrong in this game, I think. The first Harvest Moon game that this is heavily influenced by also took place. I'm gonna break out my axe, by the way, to break up these little logs. The first Harvest Moon game that you played also took place over 3 years, and then the game ends. Now, I haven't beaten the first game, or my initial playthrough, but I'm pretty sure that's how this game works also. After 3 years it ends. But the pacing was way better in that game. It is way too easy to do way too much in year 1, and then once you get to, like, like, year 2, I had seen, like, so much that there wasn't that much to do. And by the time I got to year 3, I was almost just like, I kind of wish this game was a 2-year game instead of a 3-year game, because then it would have been perfect, because I was just looking for stuff to do. I was going to bed early. I was already a millionaire, like... I don't know. I just wish the pacing was a little bit better, but that's my main critique with this game. Also, there's a few things that could have been changed with the relationship stuff. There's a note on this here. Chrono, wait for my return at the dawn of your 3rd year, Grandpa. This is a shrine to my grandfather who left me this farm, and he said that he's going to return from the dead at the dawn of my 3rd year, so a little bit creepy. The axe, in addition to hitting the little logs, of course, I mean, it can also hit these bushes, it's just not efficient. It can also chop down trees, and you're going to want to chop down some trees, 1 for wood, but 2 just to clear the way. This is a busted-up building that is useless to me, but under the right circumstances might become useful again. And it's noon, so I want to clear away all of these trees. I'm going to do that real fast. Well, not real fast. Slow, due to my dated, horrible axe. But these 5 trees right here are all going to go, and then I'll be ready to rock. Okay, never mind. I forgot that I have a really low energy bar, and I am now exhausted. So, I hope I have just enough energy to start some planting, but I'm gonna run out of energy, unless I eat something. Alright. I didn't mean to do this so early, but I'm gonna go into town. Now, as the living off the land guy mentioned, you can forage for food. Inventory full. I have tons of these bundles of grass. This is not something that I ever felt the need to hunt for. Actually, sap. That's even less useful. Let's get rid of the sap. Then I'll pick up this leek. And I will eat it. A leek's like a wild... It's an onion, right? I'm not exactly sure. I'm already living off the land. Now, this is a daffodil. It's a flower. Eating it gives you nothing good, so I'm not going to eat it. There's an out-of-order mysterious minecart here. There's also a bus with a bus terminal, but the bus to the desert is out of service, so looks like part of this town is somewhat derelict. Alright, let's go into town. By the way, you hit select, and I am using a controller. You can completely use keyboard and mouse, and in some ways it's definitely more set up for keyboard and mouse, but I like the controller. But getting started, they want me to harvest some and cultivate some parsnips. And they want me to meet everyone. But I'm just going to walk around a little bit and look. Actually, I might have enough energy right now to just plant a few things. I don't want it to get too late. But as long as I get back into my farm by like 7, I should have enough time. What is all this? No, we don't need to go in there quite yet. I'm gonna go up into the mountains. I guess I'm being kind of antisocial. Now they're kind of seeing this crazy guy just wandering around. He didn't introduce himself. But, you know. That's me. I still haven't talked to most of my neighbors, and me and 203 moved into our house like a year ago. Guess I'm gonna trash this daffodil. I should have bought a treasure chest, and I should have built a treasure chest so that I could have dropped some of my items off, but I didn't. We're gonna eat this wild horseradish. Alright, a little bit of energy. Excellent, 40 energy. Hey, buddy. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. I'm studying the local plants and animals from my home laboratory. Have you met my daughter, Maru? She's interested to meet you. Okay, I guess I'll go in there. And there's Robin, who we met before. She lets you build different farm buildings, and she also upgrades your house for a crap ton of money. But if you want to talk to anyone at the counter, you have to go behind and then talk to them. Have you met everyone in town yet? That sounds exhausting. Yeah, I'll bet. So this is like, this house is like half carpentry, half, like science labs. Oh, you just moved in, right? Cool. Out of all the places you could live, you chose Pelican Town, huh? Well, you know. Father Gate, never mind. You seem like a weird person to talk to, so that's Sebastian. Well, you can't go into people's rooms unless you're kind of friends with them, and I just met all these people, so I can't go in their room. Doesn't look like Maru is here, who is that guy's daughter. That's actually one of the most interesting households, because they have a bunch of different family living situations in this game, but they don't really explain it too much. Like, there's single parents, there's, like, 2 girls that are just living by themselves, and they vaguely mention their parents are traveling the world, but they never go into that. There's one person who, like, their husband is away, and they mention him sometimes. Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving to that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I really enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself. Yeah, well, I've already started cutting those down. Hey, kid! The name's Pam! Don't be a jerk and we'll get along fine. I know, I'm abrasive. Hey, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you. Well, I've how to win friends. Give someone a gift. Oh, alright, there's already a thing. I don't think I've gotten the quest where it's told me to meet everyone yet. So this is Jojo Mart. If you remember, I actually worked for, I worked for these guys previously. You can buy seeds here, you can also buy soda. This is one of 2 stores in town. Shane is hard at work and doesn't seem interested in talking to anyone. I'll be able to talk to him when he's not at work, though. Welcome to Jojo Mart. How are you doing today? I don't believe we've met. I'm Morris, Jojo's customer satisfaction representative. When you decide to become a Jojo member, I will be delighted to make your transition a joyous experience. Welcome to Jojo Mart. How are you doing today? Membership is now available. With a Jojo membership, you'll be able to make improvements in the community with the help of our dedicated personnel. For a fee, of course. Oh, and another thing. Major Lewis has promised that if anyone joined up, he'd let us tear down that old community center into a Jojo warehouse. Isn't that wonderful? So I need 5,000 to join, so I can't do that. If you become a member, the community center will become a warehouse, and you will no longer be able to refurbish it. However, Jojo will provide an alternative means of improving the town. Are you going to join? Sure. I don't have enough money. So I'm actually going to look at the community center really fast, because I have one question for this LP. And I need you guys to answer this. It is actually going to change things. I have a feeling I know what people are going to say, but I don't for sure. And the people that have seen this game know the implication of this. But this is a big choice. It's locked. Well, I'm going to ask anyway. This is the community center. I can't really get into it. It's run down. No one uses it anymore. But if I join that corporation, if I join them as a member, I'll be able to make improvements on the town, but that community center will go away. The question is, should I do it? I'm going to ask again at the end of the video. I will do whatever the majority of people vote for by the time I record the next episode. This is a calendar. You can use it to find out people's birthdays. This is important because if you give someone a gift on their birthday, it's like 3 or 5 times more effective. I don't actually know the number. But it's a lot more effective if you give them a gift on their birthday. So if you want to make friends, give them something on their birthday. Just don't give them something bad, because if you give them something bad on their birthday, it also multiplies the effect. But, you know, go around. There's items that almost everyone likes. There's no item that everyone universally likes, as far as I know. But, and there's items that, that individuals like a lot more. You just have to find out people's preferences with context clues and experimentation. And I apparently don't know which item I'm looking for. Okay. So, I'm going to use my hoe to till the land. That's 5. We're going to make... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I got some clay. Clay is mainly used for making silos and almost nothing else as far as I can tell. Alright, and if you tilt a place you don't want to, you can just pitchfork it. You don't need to. Not pitchfork, pickaxe. But, it makes it look nicer. So then you take the seeds on any tilled land, and you place them. Alright, that's all 25, or 15. And then you take your little watering can, and you water them. You have to do this every day for seeds to grow. These are parsnip seeds. They take 4 days to grow, if I remember correctly. There we go. So it's starting to get dark. I think my first order of business is to build a treasure chest. Or just regular chest. I guess it doesn't need to be a treasure chest. There we go. And for some reason, this is the only item that you can customize the color with, which I kind of find useful because I like to use different items for different things. Actually, just to match like the decor of my house, I should probably keep it, yeah, light. So I'm gonna put in all of this. Actually, I'm taking these seeds back out because these wild seeds that I found in bushes can be planted. So I'm going to... Let's just till a little bit more land. It's more than I needed, but whatever. All 3. And now we... water. Excellent. And let me... I have a little bit more energy due to eating wild things. Oh! Your axe is not strong enough to break this stump. I'll need to upgrade my axe in order to get rid of that nuisance. These are little baby trees. These baby trees will grow into full trees. You can, however, chop them down in their prime. And you will get a little bit of wood. Trees spread. They drop acorns or whatever other type of tree spawn that they tend to drop, and they will continue to grow. So if you want to stunt a forest growth, you have to chop down all the trees in the area, or it'll keep on going. Alternatively, if you want trees to, you know, still exist, do not chop them all down, or they will not come back. You can, however, get acorns, and the acorns... you can just plant them, so you can choose where trees will grow also. I never needed to do this even once. There was always enough trees. That is a slime. Now, slimes do not appear on normal farms. You have to pick the weird farm in order to see these guys. And I also don't have a sword yet, but you can use all of your tools as weapons. The most effective one is probably the scythe. I, however, think I'm going to run away from it because I'm almost out of energy and it's almost nighttime. So, let's see. I'm just gonna sell this stuff to show how selling things work. You just put anything you want to sell in the box. The mayor comes later, and you go to sleep. Whenever you want to end a day, you go to sleep. Day ends. So these are all of the things that I sold. The things that I sold all count in the other category. I sold some fiber, some stone, and some wood. To a measly, 35G. Not bad for a first day, I'd say. Alright. I thought it was going to rain today. Didn't I read that it was going to rain? You know what? Was that on my other profile? Weird. I swear it was going to rain. I'm very confused, actually. There, now it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Whatever. Raining is nice because you don't have to water your... Oh my god. Well, that parsnip is gone. Don't do that. You know, I bet these tools are in a different position than they are in my normal toolbar. That's why I did that. Yeah, if it's raining, all your crops are automatically watered. You don't have to worry about them. But otherwise, you got to do it manually until you build sprinklers. But that's going to be a little bit. Now, you notice I'm almost out of water? Let's just show. Out of water. You just go to any source of water, and he magically fills it back up. I say magically because that was a weird way to fill it back up. It looks like he kind of dumped it back out. Let me just get rid of this tree because it's obstructing my crop's view a little bit. Uh-oh. Alright, well, some of that wood fell into the lake, never to be seen again. You may notice that I have a letter. These are sent to you periodically to tell you different things. I keep finding cool stuff, and my backpack is filled. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's general store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See you soon. I can currently only carry 12 items, so that's actually one of the most useful items to get is the bigger backpack. Hello there. I just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. So someone has just told me to come to the beach and visit them. Now, my farming duties are essentially done. I don't have anything else to do unless I want to clear more, which I do. I'm going to leave this tree. I'm going to leave just that tree. There is a reason to leave some trees on your property. There are 3 different types of trees: oaks, pines, and maples. And they all provide something different. So, and I don't even know what type of tree you are, but you're going away. This will give me enough space for now, but yeah, we're leaving that tree. And I'm just not going to deal with this right now. Alright. So go to the beach. Visit the beach south of the town before 5 p.m. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's just go the underway. So there's also things like grass. You can cut that into hay. That's not a thing I need because I don't have any animals. There's also, you know, these rocks, but there's also these rocks. They're the same thing like the, those weird stumps. My axe is just not good enough to take care of it. Neither my axe nor my pickaxe are up to snuff. These are ridiculous things that are more crazy than those stumps. You need an even stronger axe to take care of them. But we're not going to worry about that. My energy's already running pretty low, unfortunately. I really thought... I'm surprising that I don't have the Visit Everyone quest. That's a bit odd. But I do have a Give Someone a Gift quest, so if I can find another fruit... there was a daffodil that I just passed. Not everyone likes those, and the person I was about to give it to I don't think likes them, so... I went off of that. Alright, here's a wild horseradish. Most people like produce. You can give most people just, you know, different things that you find on the ground. They're not going to love them necessarily, but they'll like them. And there's different types of gift. There's neutral, where someone kind of likes it. There's like it, where, you know, they like it better. And then there's love. Oh, she's who I wanted to talk to. Looks like she's not going to her shop. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. I sell livestock and animal care products at my ranch. You should swing by sometime. Hey, I just met you, but you want this horseradish? Oh, I guess I'll take it. So that was... I think that was a neutral response that she just gave me. But I just won 100 golds from the gold god for doing that. I don't think I'm going to get the Meet Everyone quest until I harvest those parsnips, but that's going to be 4 days. So she's not at her shop. I'm not going to go to her shop. I was going to. Let's go here. So there's Sam. I met him out on the road. And it looks like he's the only one here right now. So his mother's not here and his little brother's not here. So I can't meet them yet. Alright, I guess we'll just check out this house. People are okay with you just wandering in their houses, so that's cool. Oh, you're that new farmer boy, aren't you? Huh? Oh, I'm Haley. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be cute. I mean, this is shirt 25. I worked really hard looking for this shirt. I'm kind of offended. Actually, this is shirt 26. You know what? If I was wearing shirt 25, I bet she'd like me, but then I wouldn't look as more like Chrono. So, I'm fine with my choice, despite judgmental jerk. Oh, there's her. We got the Star Drop Saloon, which is probably not open yet. Yeah, it opens at noon. It opens in 20 minutes. There's Mayor Lewis again. So, how was your first night in that old cottage? Your grandpa used to complain about that rickety old bed, but I think deep down he actually loved that house. So I think Mayor Lewis and my grandfather are actually pretty good friends. Actually, I mean, they're probably around the same age. Though the grandfather might have been a bit older. Alright, this is Willie. He's the guy who called me to the beach. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out in the salty sea. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of fish. If only saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stay alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from my shop once in a while. You received the bamboo pole. There's good water out here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop is open now. If you need to come in for some supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old grandpappy used to say anyway. Alright, well he's apparently getting drunk off of his smoking pipe. Yeah, he was wobbling back and forth. So there are different skills in this game. One of them is fishing. We got foraging, mining, fishing, combat, and farming. Each dot in each skill... Oh, I have +1 foraging already. Weird. I believe it decreases the amount of energy that it takes for you to use each item. Fishing also makes it easier for you to catch fish. Now, you can fish without bait and without a lure, but it's easier to do so if you have both. And I ignored fishing the entire first year. I only tried like once or twice. I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. And what you have to do is, if fish moves up and down, you just keep it in the center of the green thing, and then you catch it. And what type of fish you catch is entirely dependent on the time of day, the weather, and the season, and what type of body of water you're fishing in. So I just caught a sunfish. I assumed my first fish was going to be a carp, to be honest. If that green bar ever gets to the bottom, the fish runs away. I do not have enough space. I'm going to chuck this fiber out. Alright, and take the herring. Then I'm going to go into Willie's shop, and I will sell the herring to him. There we go. And this is a special meal. If you eat it, you'll get a +1 fishing skill. So if you're trying to catch some stuff, good idea to eat that first. Plus, it'll replenish your health. It's only 240, which at this point would be a lot of money, but later on won't be. Here's something I didn't know till way later on, by the way. These little things, if you use your hoe on them, you are guaranteed to get something. So I just found a dried starfish. You found an artifact. The curator of the local museum might know more about this. Cool. So that's another thing that you can do. But yeah, I didn't know about it until I was reading a Living Off the Land off my television set. And it was like, you ever see weird things? Just dig them. And then I think I had to look up how you dig things, but it just meant to hoe them. This is interesting. With 300 pieces of wood, this could be fixed. That seems like more wood. I think several pieces of plywood would do it, but this is a video game. I have to remember that representation of the bridge is actually probably longer than it is. But it certainly looks like you could just kind of wade across, so that'd be rude. I'm not sure Chrono knows how to swim. At the very least, he never has in any game iterations. I think, well, let me see how long I've been recording. Yeah, this is a good length for a first episode, I think. That cursor, anytime you use your mouse, that cursor reappears. And just go over there. Alright. I believe I'm going to work on my farm a little bit more. I'm going to sleep, and then we'll end the episode. On this fine Tuesday. Different things do happen on different days, by the way. The fact that it says Tuesday is not just a random happenstance. People have lives. They do different things on different days. Certain stores are closed on certain days. Certain people have jobs that only occur on certain days. So, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Everything just seems like more vibrant and more thought out than the original Harvest Moon on the Super Nintendo that I really did love that game. I never beat it with the best ending either. And there are different endings on this game, and I don't exactly know what they're based on. I think I know. I actually wanted to try to beat it so no one would, like, tell me. But, I think I know, and I'm working on it. I don't think I'm going to get the best ending my first time. It's because I didn't look up exactly how to get it, but I should get a good ending. Unless the game doesn't even end after the 3rd year. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just think it does, because it seemed heavily implied. But, well, it seemed lightly implied. And also based on the game's pedigree, what it was based on, you know, I also thought so. I just found some more wild seeds. Wild seeds plant stuff that you find in the wild. So, like, that's going to be... And it corresponds to whatever season you're in. So it's going to be a horseradish, a leek, a daffodil, or whatever the other flower is that a dandelion. So that's that. I'm not that concerned... Oh, wow, I'm finding more seeds. Actually, you know, since I have so little, looking for seeds in these clumps of grass... in these glass clumps, should be interesting. But yeah, there's frogs, too. There's no hunting in this game, either, and the only meat in this game is fish. Which is, it's an interesting choose, because there's animals, but they're all, like, dairy and wool animals. You can't ever eat them. They can't get killed like they do in Harvest Moon. If you, like, you had to have a fence, and if your fence was not repaired, your chickens would get eaten by foxes. And you just see, like, a clump of red and feathers in the morning, and it was really depressing. But, you know, none of that here. It's a kinder game. Although, in a patch, they actually added some really messed up relationship stuff. The relationship stuff in this game is pretty good. It's just, after so many hours, there are some gigantic things that annoy me in it. And there's one thing that annoyed me so much that I almost wanted to stop playing. That happens after you get married, which you can do in this game, and I will be doing. I will ask for input on who I should marry, in fact, but I'm not going to do that until I give people a chance to, you know, weigh the options a bit better. The only I'm putting my previous wife off limits, however, because I want to see a different marriage and how someone else acts, but anyone else is up for grabs. Also, there's a water dish here, for some reason. I don't think filling it does anything, like, at all. But you can do it. So now I have 4 wild seeds. I'm not really sure how long wild seeds take to grow, but they take a little bit. But yeah, so it's been this is going to be like a longer day than most of them, but I think each day takes like at least 20 minutes. So you can see how I played this game. If it takes place in 3 years, every year has 100 and... I guess it's 28 times 4, so it's not 120, but it's like 112 or something. Yeah, it just takes a long time to get through it. This is, I thought that was an acorn, but I didn't get it, so maybe it wasn't. There is also a cave here which will eventually become useful, but it is not useful yet. And that's yet. So... I'm gonna end. Please tell me what, yeah, tell me if I should join the Jojo customer service and help make improvements on the town. That is up to you, but it will cause me to destroy the community center. Which, you know, alright, I know what I want you guys to pick, and I know what I think you guys are gonna pick. But I'm hoping you'll pick the thing that I haven't done. So I could just do the thing that I haven't done, but I'm not going to. I want people to decide. And I want them to decide without all of the information, though I know other people have watched this game. Okay. I am CrossKnights. Thank you very much for watching. I'm still using the old Patreon picture, even though it is now August, because I haven't drawn the new one. But thank you to all of my patrons. There is a new patron. So your name is like Kimber or Kimbri? What is it? C-I-M-B-R-E. But yeah, who donated at the $3 tier, so thank you very much. So he can see things early when there actually are things early. I have to admit, last month there wasn't that much that was early because I don't have a lot backlogged. But thank you very much. You guys are really helping me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Where we will go to Day number 3. Ooh, and I just leveled up my foraging. This is gonna be like the first time I'm putting some stuff after the Patreon thing. Alright. I'll see you later.